Hey guys, Someone here. Today we're playing Gran Turismo 6, something we have not played in quite a while on here on film. This is being filmed on my iPhone 6s Plus. I think this is the first actual gaming video I've done on here. But like I said, Gran Turismo 6. I have just installed the 1.22 update, and usually there's some sort of thing that pops up on screen, but guess there isn't today. So let's go ahead and check out this update has. This will be kind of like a news video for Gran Turismo because I did uncover some pretty neat stuff. I'll be sourcing GT planets. I will try to put the link in the description for GT Planet. So they've added some new seasonal events, which brings some joy to me because you know me, I love doing the seasonal events, as you've probably seen on Instagram by now. Got the historic European race car super lap and the four-wheel drive non-race car drift trial, as well as the Japanese race car drift trial. Now this garbage I'm not good at. I'm good with drift trials recently. I've been getting really better at it. The prize is the Hyundai HSC four-wheel drive non-race car drift trial. We've got the prize car is a Range Stormer. Not that bad of a prize car. But what are the cars I could race in this? Holy crap, I've got quite the option list here. Including my new GTR Proto. If you haven't noticed, I'm a big GTR fanboy. And most of these are Nissans, actually, in my four-wheel drive category. I've got the first 8 of these cars are all Nissan. There's a Stagea 260 RS, the Skyline R32, R33, the Black Edition, the 07, the Proto, the Concepts, the Black Mask, all that good stuff. All in one giant pile. Now, of course, I don't know what I would really do for this. The Tomahawk would probably be pretty good because it does have some bias to the rear wheels and I can get the tail out pretty easily. The RS6, maybe due to its heavy weight. Of course, the only problem with that is it would be hard to get it back into shape. So, I'll probably do these off camera. The race car super lap, we've got, let's see, what's the prize car for this one? Not bad. Oh, never mind, that's actually something really good. 63 Corvette Z06 C2. Those are the racing beasts of the time period when I was little. I wanted one of those so bad when I was playing GT5. So, time limit, I'd have to get a gold, which means I'd have to clock in on a 1 minute flat. 1 minute 8 flat. Let's see, what have I got that could do this? I've got the SLS Stealth. Fastest car could do this. The best car could do this in is the Alpine because it is the lightest and probably one of the best handling of that group. The rest of these are basically rally cars. And then I have the ISF as an option as well as the SLS Stealth. Other performance points limits is 600. So let's see, 591. My most performance points is probably going to be sitting in the Alpine and the SLS. The SLS's weight gap is so much bigger, which is probably why I'm not going to use it. Then the historic European hot lap. Let's see what we get as a prize for this. Got the Dome Zero. That's kind of interesting. A European hot car thing. European super lap for historic European cars, and you get a Japanese prototype, basically. And I apologize, as you can see, there is the metallic stocking holders on camera right now, and I don't even think the camera's positioned very high. Let's try to adjust that. There we go, a little bit better. Those are our stocking holders, and they do kind of obstruct the view when you're playing this game, especially if you're like me and you depend on the little red blinking thing to give you guidance and basically when to brake and stuff, or what gear to shift into. So I kind of have to go real life race car for the first time I've played this game, and guess where to brake. Because I don't use racing lines, because I find that kind of training wheels and I try to break off. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at some of the tracks that my friends have made. I've seen quite a few good ones. I'm only going to download real race tracks and probably going to delete some of mine. There is one I've already taken interest in. I think it was, no, not in his page. I think it was on his. It was Watkins Glen. There it is. The legitimate Watkins Glen. I love Watkins Glen. It's a pretty good track. Then we got this one. This one actually has my attention because I'm a guitar guy. I actually play guitar. If you haven't noticed already, if you didn't watch my Thanksgiving vlog. Let's see. I've got a person on here who basically like loves all my tracks, but I don't know which one. So let's see if I could maybe go into time. No, I doubt timeline will tell me. These are all my tracks. Let's see here. Yeah, I can't find it. But anyway, so let's take a look at the club I've got. If you haven't known already, I've been running a club since the beginning of the entire community function. It started off as the National Drag Racing Club, renamed the Team Spartan High Performance, then went again into Blue Crew, and now it is the International Tuning Club, or the ITC. We always have car meets going on in here, always got events going. As you can see, we've got several already up and running. We've got the Drift Fest, the Speed Fest, the Truck Wars 3, and the Tomahawk Club Series Race 2. All of these are ending on Christmas Day, except for the Drift Fest, which ends on the first day of the new year. So you can check those out. And we have our forums, the photo gallery. Now, I'm the only one who posted this. I've always been the only one. When it was still the when it was the Team Spartan one, it did have all of these stuff in them. Where it was just called the Team Spartan Photo Gallery, which is why I restarted it, and it had probably near 200 posts. But anyway, let's go up here. So here's my user and all that stuff. Got all the club events. I'm participating in all of them, of course. Got all my favorite cars I've got listed up here. Probably gonna change this later. Public photos. And these are basically all of my tracks. I just saved this one, the Watkins Glen. This one I made the other day. This is actually a full-on 1 mile drag strip that no one has ever raced me on. It's really easy to drive on though, because it's just one way down straight. I've clipped like several 13-second laps on my Silverado in that track. Road Atlanta, another really long drag strip that I made. I made some old GT tracks as well. Grin Wall, Tahiti Road, Seattle Circuit, Smoky Mountain. I made it into a tarmac application. All that kind of stuff. It's pretty neat stuff I've done here. Of course, some of these tracks are probably going to get deleted later. I don't know which ones or what, but some of them are going to get deleted. So anyway, let's actually do something worth you guys watching. We're going to be looking in at, let's see, what do I want to work on today? Let's take a look at this, the R32 N1. We're going to be selling a car as well. Let's see, what do I have that's like really, really expensive that I can, let's go to power. So we have all of the, let's switch that reverse order because I want to get the higher powered cars up front so I can see which ones I actually want to sell that are probably going to be worth some money. The Enzo comes to mind. Now, I love this car to death, but it gets me such good money out of these. My GT. Wow, my Silverado's in the top 30 of my most powerful cars. That's kind of surprising. I think it's the only truck in this list as well. Yeah, only truck to eclipse my top 30 cars right now when it comes to power. And it's like one of the 6 American built cars. Of course, the Ram's like barely outside of that, and it's got, let's see, 2 horsepower less than the no, it's got 3 horsepower less than this BMW, which has 2. It's basically very difficult to get into that top 30. Top 30 is rounded off by the Charger. Then you got, this is surprising right here. This is one of the Vision cars. It's running on a laser beam. The Silverado I've got is about to pass it. That's scary. And then we got the 599 up there, the C7 Stingray, the Charger, SRT8. That's funny. This car has never been tuned all the way either. The 12C. I expected this to be up pretty high up there. Surprisingly, the Enzo is a bit faster. The GTR Proto's actually got more power than both of those cars though. The M4 I expected up there as well. Let's see the top 5. Let's go to the top 5. We got the 908 HDI, the TZ3 Stradale, the Red Bull 2014, and the GTSR Tomahawk and the X Tomahawk. The top 10, the Black Mask. Now, this is surprising. I expected my, I don't have my Black Edition tuned, but if it was tuned, this would not be in the top 10. It'd be probably 11. It'd probably cut right in here between the Tomahawk S and the GTR. But the Corvette's got more power, the GTR Spec V's got more power, the R390's got more power. All these cars up here are basically my top tier cars. So, going to manufacture. As you see, I own 388 cars right now, but we all basically knew that. So anyway, let's take this out for a test run on my 1 mile drag strip just to kind of get a baseline score for a car. This is actually my first drive in this car. I've never driven this car before. Better yet, let's do it on Watkins Glen. I want to see this track. I want to be able to experience the true power of this Watkins Glen course. And if you haven't known already, the new update came out, like I said earlier. I don't know if I mentioned it already or not, but there was code found uprooted in the game somewhere where it added the Toyota SFR, I think is what it's called, and the 2020 Vision car has also made a reappearance, the Nissan. We're going to turn traction control completely off. ASM is off in this car as well. So we are about to hit Watkins Glen for the first time in a GTR R32 N1. So this one does not have the premium interior. This is basically the stripped down, like, racing version of the Skyline. Alright, let's see what this little car can do. I'm playing the cruise so much I forgot my controls. Alright, I'm gonna take a guess. Like I've said, with this ornament thing, like, completely obstructing my view, I can't tell when I need to brake. I can see which gear I'm in, but I can't tell which gear I need to go to. So, just, like, excuse my crashes, basically, is what I'm gonna say for that. Oh, this is gonna be sloppy. Nope, saved it. Maybe. There we go. I remember this because I have played old NASCAR games on PS2, and I remember this straightaway right here because it always caught me by surprise. Let's see if it's good. I'm going to drop it in third. A little bit of harsh turning. Oh man, that was close. Let's see, I'm going to drop it in. I'm going to try to drop it into second here. The car, this transmission is very similar to the SL65, which I hated that transmission to death because it has the stock transmission, the one I've got in my garage, and it brakes so bad it makes me laugh how bad that car stops. I'm going to expect to go into second, and I couldn't get the transmission to shift in time. So we're a minute and 11 seconds into the race, and some minor difficulties with the transmission. I'm going to guess to go down into second again. There we go. Car shifts almost immediately. Ooh, tails out. I'm hoping to get a new steering wheel controller, and if I do, I might even use the one I've got now, but I'll do more videos on Gran Turismo 6 probably after Christmas once we get all this stuff taken down, and I'll be using the steering wheel. Unless I get a new one, which that one will probably be retired. My old one will probably be retired if I get a new one for Christmas. So, I mean, like, it's going to be good. What's going to happen. So I've already burned almost a quarter tank in this car. So this car is surprisingly bad on gas for a turbo 6-cylinder. That's not very big in size. I think these things ran around 2.5 liters. So, I mean, this is kind of surprising how bad the gas mileage is. There we go. Last turn on the straight. Let's see how fast we can go. 90. 100. 110. 119 miles an hour at the finish. Not that bad of an exhaust note though. That's a pretty good track. I might actually use that more often now. And I know it's been a while since I've done one of these Gran Turismo videos or done videos in general. I promise you there will be more coming in soon. Besides this, I have 2 crew videos that I've been talking about on Twitter for a little bit of time now that I'm gonna get filmed. I'm gonna get transferred over to USB. My old USB drive basically died on me last week, and I couldn't get the film to be transferred. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this J. Adams 1 video on Gran Turismo 6. I'll be doing more of this stuff more frequently from now on, and of course. A big disclaimer, during the weekdays for the next 2 weeks is going to be hectic, so I'm probably not going to upload as frequently or even play games as much because next week is basically my last week of review, and the week after next is my finals week, and I'll be battling those classes I'm borderlining in, mainly my science and my math classes, so I'll probably be studying pretty hard for those. So I apologize for those who really look forward to the videos. Because they will be taking, not really a hiatus, but they will be uploaded very less frequently. Basically kind of in the same fashion this week was, because I didn't upload it all this week. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Like and subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.